Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's tarot. There we are. Welcome to today's tarot with me. I'm happy to see you today, whether you're on the live this morning or on the replay. Welcome, everybody, and good morning to all of you in Australia, and good evening and good afternoon to the UK, Asia, and the US. How are you all? How have things been going? Today is the 12th of December. So we have another, what they call a cosmic gateway. Okay, so it's the 12th of December on the 12th month. And at 12 noon this afternoon, or 12 noon your time, put your goal into action. So create a little ritual around your goal that you want. Is it a new home? Is it a new car? Is it something that you really want? Another job? And write that goal down as if you already have it. For example, I have the greatest love relationship in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have the new car that I've always wanted. I have the money in the bank. So whatever your wish is, whatever your intention and your desire is, write it down as if you already have it. All right, Tony Robbins talks a lot about that. When you're writing it, do it as if you already have. And then what I want you to do is then maybe put it under a candle, or put it in a spot where you're reading it. And then at 12 noon today, or at midnight on the 12th of the 12th, what you do is you sit with that and you visualize, you imagine you having that already in your life. See how that works. Now, if your intention and your heart is open, possibility is there. But if you're going to go, oh, Wanda said so and I'm going to do that, yeah, right, I'm going to prove her wrong, guess what? You can totally forget it, because it won't happen. Welcome everybody who's on right now. And I want to tell you a very quick story. Can you see in the box there, I've got when things do not work. Okay, now here is a perfect example. Is this you? All right. All right. So I was in the shower this morning washing my hair. And here in Australia, sometimes we get spiders in the shower. All right, we call them the daddy long leg spiders. Okay, so this poor spider is trying to, the water droplets are making him sort of fall off the wall. And he's walking sort of in the drudgery, like the big flood. Not that it was really bad. I was watching him and I thought, that's interesting. And he sort of kept going and going and going, trying to find a spot how he can sort of escape. But it wasn't like he was getting completely flooded. And then suddenly he just stopped. And I thought, oh, crap, should I do something? You know, should I take him out? And I thought, no, come on, Wanda, you know, you've got to get online. You've got to do a few things this morning. Anyway, I turned the shower off and he just completely just stopped. He stopped right there in the puddle, and he just stopped. And I thought, oh, he's dead. And I thought, I've got to go and have a look. And he was actually still alive. And he was actually conserving, or she, actually conserving his energy. And this is what I want to tell you. Are you the kind of person who doesn't stop? You know, when things don't work and you keep trying and you keep trying and you keep trying, and you're banging your head in a brick wall, you're really stuck in the mud or you're stuck in a puddle, but you keep trying. And here's the lesson even the spider was teaching me this morning, and that is stop. As soon as there's resistance of anything, just stop. There's no need to try harder. There's no need to be more. Just stop. And be in that space of stopping long enough to have an understanding of why there is a resistance, or is this the right thing for you, or is there another strategy that you can adopt? Does this make sense? Because if this makes sense to you, then if you're this kind of a person, you are a people pleaser. Okay, you want to please everybody. You're trying to do your best for everybody. And the one who suffers the most is yourself. And so in that stopping, there's no failure. It's just that you have paused a little bit to conserve your energy, just like that spider in the puddle this morning. And he stopped, he's still alive. As a matter of fact, to the good part of the story is I picked him up with a little piece of paper and let him dry himself off. He was still alive. He was still quite okay. And then my husband came along. Daddy long-legged spiders look a bit gross, but they're not scary, you know. So my husband just put him outside. So he was conserving his energy. And this is what I want to share with you today as a little lesson. Don't keep pushing if things don't work. Stop. And stop enough for your whole mind to stop controlling you. If this makes sense to you, go, yep, that's me right now. Yes, I'm a people pleaser. Yes, I sort of keep going because I want to do my best and all that. And sometimes you just need to stop and look at it from another point of view, or stop it completely and let go and basically give up. Now, give up does not mean failure. It just means that you've stopped long enough to see if there's another way of doing things, or completely let it go altogether. That is the lesson that that spider taught me today. And you know what? In the shaman's way, the shaman always talks about looking in your environment. Your environment always has little messages if you're open to that. All right. Anyway, so that's it. Right. Today's tarot. I try not to talk too long because I know that you guys are probably working and you trying to listen to me when the boss isn't watching. If that's you, you type it in, say hello, tell me where you're from, tell me how things are going for you, what's been happening, you know. Are you looking forward to Christmas? What are you doing for Christmas? Share that with me. I love reading your little messages. What you tell me, when I can read it after the video, and then when I have time I sit down, I look at everybody's message. Sometimes I respond and other times I don't, because sometimes I get a lot of messages. So please don't be offended if I don't message. I have read it, and usually I will indicate a like or a love, whatever comes up first I pop, you know. Anyway, so today's card, I wonder if that's in connection with the spider this morning. The lesson is to stop when things are not working. You don't need to try harder. You don't need to be more. You don't need to lose your self-worth. And just stop, let go. Let go and just be in the space of stopping, just like the spider in the puddle this morning. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look what flew out. This is what you do when your cards fly out. Okay, this is the High Priest. It's a major arcana card. And this is all about following your spiritual direction, all right? Or there's something going to be given to you today that actually comes from spirit, right? And sometimes you might not have even been thinking. It's something really, really beautiful and really, really very, very special. And so when you get this guy, it sometimes might mean that you have got a possible meeting. This High Priest, as you can see there, he rules the roost. High priests are usually governed by lawyers. They're usually like lawyers, or they're called also the Emperor. The Emperor, and this card stands for authority. So authority, and also church authority, that kind of thing. So this card coming out for you might mean that you are moving now into a time of financial stability, if that's what you want. Okay, so that's what's coming through. There's ambition and drive, and a new sense of drive, and a new sense of, I'm going to, you know, reach that goal. So it's a sort of a sense of strong enthusiasm, but more than enthusiasm, it's about determination. So whatever you've got planned to do, even if the forecast for you may not be in the direct now, it could be maybe 6 months down the track, start putting it into stone now, because this card lasts one whole year, this energy, especially now on this 12-12 gateway. Okay, so he's pictured sitting on a throne there, and he's the male version of the female, you know, alchemist. And they usually, when this card shows up too, it could also mean if you're in a relationship, there could be a marriage proposal, right? There could be some vows that you're going to be experiencing, maybe a renewal of your vows. It can also mean that you're going to have your child christened maybe shortly. So anything to do with authority, but it's in a positive note and will last the 12 months. So if your beloved doesn't, you know, propose to you at this Christmas time, within this 12 months, he or she will. Does that make sense? So that's a really, really good card. It can also mean, it also means that change is on the way. Financial stability and changes that will support you in your journey here on the planet. So that's the card for today. All right, now I'm going to do the cards for somebody. Hello, there's Tina here, there's Susan there, there's Billa and Adam have joined us this morning. Hello, Julia Croker, welcome. Sherry Shanti is here. Hello, darling, how are you? Hope you're well. Michelle is here. Hello, darling. Heather's here. Medina's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who's at the top? Okay, Susan, you are at the top. All right, I'm going to read for you if you're still on. All right, so this card's for Susan, and even though it's for Susan and she's on right now at this very moment, it's going to be a card for all of us. Okay, so yeah, so tell me what, you know, are you banging your head against a brick wall? You one of those that bang your head against a brick wall and you don't know when to stop? Maybe it's time to stop and focus. All right, Susan, the angel and guides of insight. There it is. This is a great card to have just before Christmas. So using your insight, that natural intuition that you have that inner knowledge already. You don't need to go seeking the answers outside yourself. And so use your natural intuition, that little gut feeling. That's really sort of quite amazing with what I was talking about today, that spider, and do the stop. When you stop pushing, when you stop resisting and just let things go that you can't change anymore, and when you do that, your natural instinct, your natural knowing will let you know. Sometimes my tarot clients come to me and they want to talk to me about a relationship that's so fully dead they're not getting it. Will this relationship last? And they already know the answer really deep down. It's just that they can't tell themselves because they look at it as a failure and they go, oh, you know, and they start crying, you know, but they already know it's gone, and that's okay, you know. It doesn't mean that you have failed. As a matter of fact, why don't you try these socks on? Try these socks on. What if there was no such thing as failure? What if it was just a milestone in the journey? Because when you want to take more on, when you want more, you know, you have to let go of some things. And that could be thoughts, it could be ideas you have, it could be beliefs. You let go of those ideas and those expectations of those results in order to allow the new stuff in. And that is the law. Right? That is the law, absolutely, through and through. So for those of you who are, on right now, this is the lesson for today in the tarot message, is this: stop. Listen to your inner knowing, trust your inner knowing, and then just stop in that space. Allow your inner knowing to come through, but stop long enough for it does. Maybe you need to stop for 1 or 2 days and let go of that and get yourself free and get yourself a little bit at peace and aligned and in flow again, and just do what's in front of your nose. And that's it for today with this spiritual card here of the Emperor, who teaches us about leadership, who teaches us about stepping up, financial abundance, changes in jobs, right? That is for the next 12 months. There's, you know, marriage proposals, all this kind of thing, new things happening, and using your inner knowing to do it. Can't be better than that. Guys, have a really, really great day. Today's Wednesday, the 12th of December. Don't forget to light that candle and your special goal. And at 12 noon, and your 12 noon, say a little prayer and imagine that's already happened. Everybody, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a really great day and have a beautiful sunshine, and see if you can make someone smile today. Bye for now.